This episode is sponsored by Maggie Sloan. Hello and welcome back to Film Pro Productivity and Success, the show that helps creative people to live a more focused, effective and happy life. My name is Carter Ferguson and this is episode 162. The work you are avoiding is where the magic lies. Avoiding work is an easy habit to get into, but a hard habit to break. Robert J. Mckain, unquote. In last week's show, I brought you the Anxiety Antidote, a show all about reclaiming your sanity in a world of uncertainty. The business world for creative freelancers that seems to be getting all the worse for us day by day. If you missed it, please go back and check it out. There's a lot of great stuff in there. And if you are a creative freelancer slaving away on their own, there's definitely some strategies in there that will help you. Today, though, I want to raise a point that I nearly placed in just a general Pearls of Productivity Wisdom episode, but that I thought was so important, so vital, that I must break it down in a single episode in case the message got lost in the mix. The message is: the magic you're looking for is in the work you are avoiding. Why do we often find ourselves avoiding certain tasks, especially when we know they hold significant value for our personal and professional growth? As it happens, the most mundane, or the opposite to that, the most daunting tasks are often those with the highest payoff. And this avoidance stems from psychological barriers, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, or even just the discomfort of stepping out of your general routine. Procrastination is the art of keeping up with yesterday and avoiding today. Wayne Dyer, unquote. Overcoming these mental blocks is no small feat, but it's essential for achieving peak productivity and personal development. By confronting these challenges head on, you not only break down these barriers, but also build a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. And I've covered this topic before, but perhaps never so directly. In fact, it came up again fairly recently as a chapter in the U Squared book by Price Pritchett. That's episodes 156 to 160, I think. And you know, it's definitely worth going back and listening to that if you've not done so already. But this process of pushing through discomfort is where the magic happens. It transforms everyday tasks into opportunities for growth and, as a result of that, for success. And there's some jobs I just don't like doing. Quite often they are just difficult and time consuming, like doing the promotion for this podcast. You've no idea, by the way. You know, think of that iceberg thing where most of it's underwater. Well, you hear the tip of the iceberg. The work that's done off air is very, very significant. Anyway, when I do a new season, I know I'm going to have to spend like at least 3 days solely working on the admin and the publicity elements that accompany it, like, you know, updating the websites, doing the socials for it, getting the show notes onto the media host, and getting the full show notes onto the website as well. This all has to be done by someone. By doing all that, the show gets out there, and I send positive vibes out into the world, and I get a lot of positivity back, and that's the magic at the end of that particular pile of work that I do each season. Sometimes, though, the work you're avoiding is just awkward, like having a difficult conversation. I find having discussions with tradesmen to be particularly difficult, as it might involve me having to take a day off work to allow them access to my home. I need to pin them down to the actual day they're going to do it. Another difficult conversation would be asking them to fix an issue which they have caused, and that has come up more than once, and it's been awkward along the way. Yet another difficult conversation would be having to fire someone or negotiating a fee for a freelance contract. That's a pet hate of mine. It's when I'm told what the fee is rather than being asked to quote for a job. So like that happened a couple of days ago. It's like, the fee is this. Well, hold on. You sent me an email saying the fee is this. I have had no interaction with that. And it annoys me. And occasionally to avoid a difficult conversation about how it's just not enough to offer me that, or that it's just bad form to make the offer in this way, I'll concede and go ahead with what they offer. But that inevitably leaves me with the feeling I'm disappointed in myself for letting someone else dictate my rates. And if I were just to have that conversation with them, I'd be financially better off, I'm sure. The magic here would be in a better bank balance, and that in turn would lead to a better life. I'm aware of this shortfall in my negotiating skills, though. I'm consciously working to do better for it, and I will bring you a future episode on negotiation. It is on my mind, although it's not on my board. Just remembered that as I was speaking there. Yet another example of the work that we are avoiding might lie in embracing change. Many people resist change, fearing the unknown or the possibility of failure. Yet stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing change can lead to new opportunities, experiences, and personal development. And this is something I'm spending quite a lot of time on at the moment, as I'm finding the fight work that I do to be entirely unpredictable at the moment. I'm focusing instead down on learning new things or on a very specific niche area of corporate video marketing, which I'm doing with Firefly Films Limited. More on that to come, by the way. I'd also go back to the promotion for this show, as if I could focus and drill down more on things like analytics and marketing, and other kind of things of that nature, I know I could do better, but I'm used to doing the same thing again and again. That's one I'm definitely during this season trying to break. I'm always kept back on this though by the feeling that it's all a bit mundane and dull. Engaging in self-reflection, something again you are perhaps avoiding, will allow you to identify areas for improvement, gain a deeper understanding of yourself, and make positive changes in response. Learning to recognise and tackle these avoided tasks can be a game changer. In fact, I'll guarantee it's a game changer for you. And I bet you know that it is already just halfway through this episode. It's about making a conscious decision to face what frightens us and finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. That is how a true transformation begins. Transform your tomorrow today. Visualize this thing you want. See it, feel it, believe in it. Make your mental blueprint and begin to build. Robert Collier, unquote. Visualize achieving your dreams by tackling the challenging tasks head on. Think where you could be if you embraced the work that you've been avoiding. This isn't just about small daily gains. It's about monumental success that can redefine your future. Do you find that you constantly put off important tasks, causing stress and impacting on your productivity? Well, by tackling this avoidance of difficult tasks, I guarantee you will experience the magic of increased productivity and reduced stress. Step in to your peak productivity. Start today. Identify one task you've been avoiding and set a plan to tackle it this week. Whether it's a difficult email, a complex project, or even starting a workout routine, make the commitment to confront it head on. This single action could set the stage for a pattern of productivity and success. I'm just looking at my notes here. I don't know why I didn't actually talk about fitness, the work that you're avoiding. I did a breakdown of, I'm off on one again. I did a breakdown of the most important stuff I've got to do, and what I came up with was top of my list is health and fitness stuff. I've had a knee injury basically, and that's affected other things in my health. It's been a nightmare, but I'll always find something else to do. Not always. I'm on it now, but for a good couple of months there, I always found something else to do rather than get to the gym, rather than, and this is about consistency. It's not that I wasn't getting to the gym, but I was not consistently doing it. I wasn't consistently watching what I ate either. So that is, I should have mentioned it earlier, that's another massive thing. The work that you're avoiding could very well be in losing weight and getting fit. Don't let that one get away from you. But remember that putting off any important tasks only perpetuates stress and hinders your progress. Embrace this magic of increased productivity by facing these challenges head on and experiencing, too, the satisfaction of accomplishment. By tackling these tasks with purpose and conviction, you'll unleash your potential and create a life of success and reduced stress. And do it now, right now. This is your opportunity, just here in this episode, to take the reins deal with these projects, these difficult conversations, these things you've been avoiding, and apply the insights that you've learned here today to create an optimal productivity in your life. And that is where I'll end this particular topic for today. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and strategies on personal development and productivity. And remember that each step you take is a step closer to becoming the best version of yourself. Stop avoiding those tasks and you're going to see big improvements in your life. Thanks once again for joining me on today's episode and for the whole season and investing your precious time with me here. I truly do appreciate it, genuinely do, and I hope that you've gained some valuable insights along the way. I look forward to having you back for the next episode, which will be in about 12 weeks' time, if all goes well, where we'll start with season 14. And if I see there's interest from listeners in hearing more, if there's interaction as these episodes go out and I see reviews and things like that, I'll continue to do the show. If there's absolutely no interest, I'll just call it a day. Or maybe I'll keep going and and just do it for myself, because I get quite a lot out of this as well. I'd like to once again thank all of the sponsors who have supported the show this season. That's Petra Kolp, the Scare Scotland Talent Agency, Big Stevie there, the Mick Commitments, another one of Stevie's endeavours. They're fantastic. Please do check the show notes for links to these people. Robin Carter and Maggie Sloan. This season's executive producer has been the wonderful Janet L. Butler, executive producer at Disruptive Film and Audio Productions Limited. Please, again, go to the show notes to find out more about Janet. And as I say, this marks the end of an 8-episode mini-series. I normally do 12-episode series. I'm just finding it hard to get the time to bring them together for you, I've got to be honest. And I'd love to hear from you if you've found any of this helpful. Your feedback means a great deal to me and lets me know if I'm making a positive impact, basically. So please don't hesitate to reach out and share your thoughts or leave a review on Apple Podcasts. It would mean the world to me. One last thing, though, is a reminder that my friend Stephen is a stunt professional in New York, and he has a new podcast out. It's called Fights with Friends. So if you're looking for something to listen to during the break from this one, please do head over and subscribe to his show. You won't regret it. I'll end this season with a quote from Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "The future depends on what you do today." Now take control of your own destiny. Keep on shooting. Tackle those difficult tasks you have been avoiding. Find that magic. And join me next season on Film Pro Productivity and Success. The music that you can hear right now is Adventures by Ehumitsu, and as I said a minute ago, the executive producer for this whole season has been Janet L. Butler, executive producer at Disruptive Film and Audio Productions Limited. Thanks so much for your support, Janet. It's greatly appreciated. Please join me on the socials if you fancy getting me there. We're at Film Pro Prod Pod on Twitter and at Film Pro Productivity on Facebook. Yeah, that's about all. Have a great break, folks. I'll see you on the other side.